Man, some people are just next level petty when they beef, and Curtis 50 Cent Jackson is one of those people, man. We obviously know 50 Cent has beef with pretty much everybody ever from New York, alright? When 50 Cent was at the climax of his pinnacle and his powers, I'm gonna be honest with you, man, nobody liked 50 Cent, and 50 Cent liked no one. And because of that, I feel like that's probably hurt his music. Like, he can't go make those collab albums like you see a lot of the legends doing. You got Jadakiss doing a collab project with Fab and all these. 50 beefed with everybody. Like, there's no way you're gonna see a 50 Cent collab album with some of his peers, or Jim Jones or a Camera. It's just not happening, ladies and gentlemen. And part of that is disappointing, because I can make a case that 50 Cent had one of the top 5 runs ever when he was at his peak. Now, one of the people he beefed with was Ja Rule, another person who doesn't get enough credit for being, to me, a great hit maker. All right, to me, Ja Rule got a better catalog than 50 Cent. Now, these two guys have been beefing for years. It's never going to stop. These two are going to be 80 years old with they walkers, and they still going to be beefing on Instagram or whatever platform is popping 30, 40 years from now. The good thing about 50 Cent and Ja Rule's beef is I think it's past the point of being physical. Most New Yorkers beef, I'm looking at them like, yo, it looks like you guys are not going to get physical. Y'all just, it's pretty much all Instagram jokes at this point in the game. So that's one good thing to look at. Now, 50 Cent was on his petty side the other day. It started with this, all right? Ashanti had a concert, and apparently the college didn't promote the concert well. Ashanti was a last minute scratch, and the ticket sales were incredibly low. As a matter of fact, they say only 15 tickets were sold for an Ashanti concert. 50 Cent got petty and got on social media and started clowning Ashanti for only selling 15 tickets. Now, from that, 50 Cent got called a bully by Ashanti. If you thought 50 Cent was going to leave it at that level of pay, because Ashanti is just like, she's just getting a straight bullet. This ain't even her battle. This is about her close friend, Ja Rule. And 50 is just using Ashanti to get even more petty to Ja Rule. I'm sure that pisses Ja Rule off, that he's using an innocent bystander, even though she was murdered back in the day. Like, she's just an innocent bystander in this regard. And I'm sure Ja Rule didn't like that. Alright, 50 Cent was like, yo, I'm going to get petty with Ja Rule too, though, to get, just kind of spread and balance that energy out. He noticed Ja Rule had a show, and he noticed that Ja Rule's tickets were only $15. So 50 said, I'm gonna get petty. Now, this is what scares me about where we're going with social media. What do we do when niggas got money, like a 50 Cent who has a plethora of money? What do we do when niggas like 50 Cent decide to do petty shit like this? Because you really can't stop this. 50 decided to hop on social media, and initially he told everybody, do not buy a ticket to this show that Ja Rule has. But he was like, nah, let's do it. Let's get even deeper with it. 50 Cent went on Groupon. He found Ja Rule's show on Groupon. He said, people think I'm mean, so go see this, $15. Wait, what do I do now? You know what? He takes it a step further. He went and bought 200 front row seats to Ja Rule's concert off Groupon, so it will be empty. He said, LOL, at $15 a pop, you can't lose. I got 200 tickets for 3 bands. If that's not the most pettiest shit I've ever seen in my life. He pretty much ensured that Ja Rule's show will be empty. Like, yo, Groupon, y'all don't got like a limit to the tickets you can buy? How the hell y'all let one nigga buy 200 tickets? What type of website is that? 50 posted a picture, a fake image of Ja Rule at the Chateau stage with the crowd, and if you can see, look at it. It's like nobody on the first 5 to 8 rows. He said, LOL, down, boy. You put on one hell of a show. Get the strap. He went on to say, he posted another, yo, this shit is crazy. He posted another picture, this time at a baseball stadium. Nobody's in like the first 5 rows again. And 50's there. He's the only one there. He said, what a show. I mean, just fucking great. Do it again. My kid went to the bathroom, LOL. Now, here's the petty shit about this, because I'm not trying to compare 50 Cent and Ja Rule's money. They're both successful black men. But obviously, Ja Rule ain't in the position that 50's in, all right? Last time I checked, Ja Rule had some of his money invested in some fucking festival that was terrible. That was garbage. I heard they were serving ham and cheese sandwiches at this damn festival, all right? Now, Ja Rule, because again, time, he's no longer the artist that he used to be, and I hate that for Ja Rule because he got hit after hit after hit. But Ja Rule ticket sales are a lot lower than what 50's is. Though 50 might not do as many shows as Ja Rule, when he does decide to do a show, you ain't gonna be able to find his tickets for $15, $20. So because Ja Rule doesn't have the money that 50 had, and because 50 has probably aged a little better than Ja Rule, and there's more legend around 50's name, I don't think Ja's gonna go out and buy tickets to 50 shows like how 50 will do it to his show. So Ja's gotta kind of eat that. I mean, yes, I'm sure Ja has 5 to 10 bands to spare, but 50 just got money to do that all day. He's petty like that. For $3,000, 50 will do that shit over and over again to just kind of torture Ja Rule's shows. And until these websites update their formula and not allow one nigga to buy 200 tickets, and because 50 Cent is this level of petty, I don't know what to do. What if 50 Cent continues to do this and continues to buy Ja Rule's $10 to $15 tickets? Again, we in new space with social media, and we're watching 50 Cent kind of play with some new shit. This is a new level of like fuckery. Like, he's clowning Ja Rule right now. He's clowning him because his ticket sales are low. He's clowning him because his ticket sales are cheap. And because 50 Cent not even like a touring artist right now, he's more in the acting and producing side. It really ain't a lot of ways that Ja Rule can get back at him. Thank y'all for the time, love, support. Yo, 50 is another level of petty, bruh. What Cardi B say on that joint that time? She said, if you beef with me, we gonna beef forever. I mean, if you beef with 50 Cent, you better be ready to beef with this nigga forever. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids, they tuned in. Or now tuned in.
Yo, we locked in right now, Mr.
TALIAFERRO.
Mr. Taliaferro.
Shout out to Mr. Taliaferro.
You're watching Mr. Taliaferro TV.
Mr. Taliaferro TV. Here with the triple B's, you can't do nothing but win.